Hey guys. Well, we're kind of back, sort of.
What's up, bitch?
I need to modify that intro because that intro makes me look like Ted Bundy. But hey, everybody, welcome to this sort of rebooted Purple Podcast as Eater. I'm not joined by my co-host Jocelyn Freeman because she's probably busy right now, and everything with karate and stuff. But I'm joined by a very, very special guest, Cooper. How's it going, man?
How you guys doing? Great to be here, Billy. Great to be here,
Yeah.
all of our wonderful guests in the audience. I am
Yes,
here
and-
all the way from the Great White North in Canada, in the largest province of Ontario.
Yes, and the most left-leaning city of all time.
I wouldn't call it the most left-leaning city in Canada. I'm sure that's what you mean. The most left-wing city is probably Vancouver, but debatable.
I thought it was Montreal because DJ Malone is probably more like modern conservative.
The French there, they kind of moderated a bit, but in a very French way.
Yeah. We got one chatter there, and it's DJ Malone.
Great to see you, DJ.
Yes, and he's trying to spread the profit of Aaron Rodgers going to the Minnesota Vikings.
I was hearing rumors, but you guys like me without the glasses? Let's see how well I'm able to see.
Anyways,
it's great to be here, and Aaron Rodgers is absolutely cooked, but I'm sure he's going to the Vikings just to do the full Brett Favre timeline.
Yes. Oh, we're joined by another very special guest, a mullet man.
Not anymore. Look, fresh top.
Damn it.
How you doing?
Doing great, man. How about you?
Yep.
I'm doing well. That is you, Alex, right?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah,
it's just, new chop.
Make sure.
New area. Anyways, let's just get on with the topic. So, the first topic, let's just get this out of the way. The 2024 election shit show scrabaganza between the annoying orange, and a woman.
The annoying orange. That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yes, and he's now 2-0 against women. So basically, if you're the DNC, just don't put a woman in the office. Yeah. Just one moment. And I'm gonna share the screen. Not this, but here. It's not a surprise that Trump won this election personally. He managed to get Florida, managed to get the whole southern belt, the South, other than Virginia. Yeah.
He got almost the entire country.
Yeah.
All we can get is the coast.
Yeah. But here's the thing: Minnesota was red for a little while before flipping back to blue as well.
It's always been moderately blue. It's never really been red. It's always been moderately blue with all of the communists up there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, isn't Tim Walz could have been VP? He's from there, right?
Yeah, but they fucking neutered him.
Yeah,
and to make him,
that's a good way of putting it, Billy.
Yeah, because they made him a token white guy. Just like, hey everybody, I'm also white. I like football. I like to go hunting.
I'm a regular guy. I'm an average guy.
Yeah, I'm an average man, and also in the Senate, the Republicans dominated, other than getting screwed in Arizona. Kerry Lake got screwed.
Yeah, I think that the Republicans were very stupid putting Kerry Lake in again. She shouldn't be allowed to be a member of the Republican Party if I had a choice in that. They really got screwed by that.
And in the House, the Republicans regained the majority.
But a very slim majority. Don't forget to add that.
I know.
Like razor thin to the point that they, with all the appointments that Trump made from the House, like taking Representative Mike Walz, I believe his name is, it's making their majority even thinner and thinner until there's an election called in all their districts. So
yeah.
I hope the best for Speaker Johnson, because I can see how hard it is wrangling together that thin of a majority, because he's not like Nancy Pelosi, how she was able to wrangle together Democrats.
You mean wait, Cooper, do you mean the Wicked Witch of the West?
The Wicked Witch of the West. Actually, where is she now, by the way?
She's still a member of your House of Representatives.
Yeah. But Cooper said that she was hospitalized, and that kind of surprised me because of conspiracy theories and all that fun stuff.
Too much plastic in her face?
Nah, too much certain blood of children.
Oh, we'll say too much pizza.
Yes, too much pizza.
Oh, you guys are gonna get the stream banned.
It's whatever.
Yeah, like Billy said, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Are they gonna come through the House? Probably not.
Yeah. Yes, unless you say Waco was an inside job. But that's besides the point. On to our next topic. Syria has sort of fallen. Like, has fallen off.
Also, the war is over.
Yes, the war is over, but it's also like more like a collective fragile agreement, because on one hand you got like the joint coalition of the Syrian army, but you got Turkey breathing that, like, supporting them and everything. But on the good news is Bashar al-Assad is gone.
Yay!
I'm not sort of yaying about that. Not because
I think DJ is currently in the chat asking you to show a meme or a GIF that he made.
Oh God!
I have no clue what he's talking about.
Alrighty. Well. Very, very small. Yep.
He should retire.
March.
He really should retire.
NFL free agency.
Yep. But I want to give you guys thoughts on the Syrian.
So I don't think that we should be doing what a lot of international communities doing, where they're all accepting the leader of HTS. I think that he is dangerous because he was a member of Al Qaeda and ISIS for a long period of time. I know he changed.
Dang, Al Qaeda and ISIS?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, the HTS used to be a part of ISIS, but he broke away, and I think it was President Erdogan of Turkey that rehabilitated his image essentially. And I think that we should have
It's
lots
just
of caution when we're dealing with Syria, because I think that Syria can be very dangerous. Syria should be many different countries. It shouldn't just be one country, because the Kurds should definitely have their own country in the north. And I worry that that's one of the things that the new
Turkey
regime
might
is
do.
probably going to go after, because this regime is fully funded by Turkey.
Yeah, true.
And
But
I think there probably should be an Alawite state along the coast. I believe that's where the Alawites are.
yeah,
And a regime in central Syria. It should be definitely 3 states, I would think, because it's a fallen country. It's never going to be one cohesive country.
yeah. But then again, like the reason that this like Assad fall is because Iran had their hands tied with the fucking Houthis and Hezbollah.
Exactly.
So the opportunity is to strike now, what's basically like right now and everything. Astro, do you have any thoughts?
So let's see. Now that Assad is gone and the new government is going to be propped up soon, what would that mean for the U.S.? Would Syria be a possible ally? Would they be a neutral
Just like
country?
an uneasy ally. Like not like an ally, just more like, hey, we won't kill you if you won't kill us. Just more like a neutral state.
Well, I say they're an ally of Turkey, and Turkey's supposedly, quote unquote, an ally.
Is a friend to the U.S.
They really shouldn't be a member of NATO. Turkey's being taken over by Islamists right now.
I'd say they're already been taken over with Erdogan at the helm.
Erdogan was supposedly a moderate, but he's actually probably approaching the same level as the Iranian regime, which is so bad. The Iranian regime is the worst, but I think that Erdogan's reaching that level, and I hope that he gets toppled soon.
Yeah, bring back the Shah, baby.
Exactly.
Nah, seeing those old like documentaries of how the Middle East was pre-Islamist takeovers within several countries, it still shocks me to this day.
And on the point of overturning the Iranian regime, I have many friends who are Iranian dissidents or fled Iran. I took a photo with one of my friends yesterday who actually not too long ago burned her hijab in the middle of Tehran.
Oh crap!
Yeah. Is that impressive?
Impressive, but then like, what happened to her?
If you go look on my Instagram, you'll see on my stories a photo with the real Iranian flag with the lion, and there's a short girl with dark hair. That's her. Really nice girl. The Iranian people are so amazingly nice, but it's just the regime that we need to topple, and they are so weakened right now. I believe that the Ayatollah, he's either dead or is currently suffering with cancer, so he should be dead soon. He's not already.
I'm saying leaning towards dead. That's my theory. But their economy is like gone. It's
and I hope that Trump kills it even more with more sanctions.
Yeah,
probably is.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I feel like the Ayatollah, like the original president, was gonna be the Ayatollah before he died in a helicopter crash, quote unquote, in Iranian.
You're talking about
the other one.
I'm trying to think of what his name is. Isn't it? You go on. I shouldn't interrupt you.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Like, apparently the front runner for the next Ayatollah is the Ayatollah's son.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
Yeah, but I'm like the people in Iran are basically like, so we topple a monarchist who put his son on the throne for an Islamist who puts his son on the throne. Isn't
so
that
you place monarchy with monarchy?
theocracy monarchy.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was Abraham Raisi. That's who it was.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was on the tip of my tongue. I just searched it up, and now it's that supposed moderate Masood. I forgot his last name, but they claim he's a moderate. There is no moderates in Iran. Nice try.
There's no
no moderates that they would let run. Because to run, you have to go through the Guardian Council, which is all controlled by the Ayatollah.
Yeah. Unless you have to stab him in the fucking back. And speaking of stabbing people in the back, we're joined by Tim Perry.
Fuck you, Billy.
Fuck you, TJ.
How's it going, people?
Yeah,
Doing good. I got a new chop.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, we'll be going over the Canadian election and Justin Trudeau's resignation.
Oh, yeah, we got 2 Canadians in here, so I'd like to hear y'all's thought.
Yep.
Where is our other Canadian from? I'm curious.
Oh, DJ? He's Western BC, or he's BC.
Yeah.
BC.
Yeah.
You guys have the far left. You guys have the NDP running you. I feel bad for you guys.
Provincially.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 50-50 between Conservative and NDP.
Yeah, it was a really close election. But unfortunately, the Conservatives didn't win. And you guys are still controlled by the Socialists, as I like to call them.
Fuck the Socialists.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Yes. The Supreme Emperor shall agree upon this statement.
Yes. Anyways, let's
like if you guys wanted a comparison for our American friends on the panel, think about if Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez controlled an entire state in the country, and a really important state, like New York.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's from New York, so if she was the governor of NY.
If she was in Kathy Hochul's position, that's BC for you.
Yeah.
By the way, have you been paying attention to the cabinet hearings lately?
I've been sort of paying attention, and I really like Marco Rubio. I think his foreign policy is going to lead the United States to definitely a golden era, which is really good for you guys. That means you'll probably just start claiming new territory, and I expect Greenland to probably be one of them.
Yep, but more or less like a partnership for Greenland. Like, that's my theory.
Because remember, they're part of Denmark, so they have to cut ties with Denmark.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that's going around. Like Greenland is basically building up an independence movement against Denmark.
Ooh.
Good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I heard that that Greenland, they elected their either their governor or their leader is part of their separatist movement, and he wants to try to either become its own independent state or join the U.S.
Yeah, but Dollar General is basically licking their lips and basically like, ooh, a new store to put up in Greenland.
Many new
Dollar
stores.
General. Fitting, because I'm thinking like Greenland would be like a less populated version of Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Tulsi Gabbard is in this new administration because I agree on most of her policies. He's basically like, yes, we should keep our military strong, but also we should not get involved into any other quagmires of war.
Yeah, it's known as peace through strength.
Yeah, peace through strength, which every Republican should have, unless your name is Georgie. Unless your name is George Bush, the other one. Like, I'm George Bush, I'm the cowboy of the presidency.
I own the Texas Rangers.
I used to own the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, used to.
But the real, like, I know Cooper has a head scratcher with Pete Hegseth as like Department of Defense and everything. But whenever I saw like highlights of him in the hearings, he came out pretty strong in my opinion.
I think he seems like a pretty good defense secretary. I was about to say Minister of Defense. That's why I was hesitant saying that. Because in Canada, it's always Minister. But I think Pete Hegseth will probably do a really good job, because I think that it might be a good change to have a low-level infantry officer instead of a high-level general being Secretary of Defense to get a new perspective on defense policy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And but what are your guys' thoughts on RFK Jr.?
Oh, I wonder if he really is going to take the fluoride out of the water.
Well, many countries like Germany did.
And there's no word on if there's been an increase in tooth decay. I think there's two are usually linked.
Well,
don't you guys have fluoride in your water, Cooper? I mean, Ontario. That's what I meant to say. Doesn't Ontario?
I'm pretty sure there's fluoride in all the water. Like most of the countries.
Not
in the
me.
world.
Well water, no fluoride in it.
I'm pretty sure there's fluoride in the water here. I've heard different studies about it. I've heard studies that if there's too much of it, that it can cause people to have lower IQs. I saw a video from it was actually Vox, a left-wing source. I saw a video from them saying that all those conspiracy theories, they are kind of right. And
yeah.
I don't know what to think about it, but
I'm just gonna say this: it's fine to put fluoride in the water, but not too much of it.
Exactly. But with all the fluoride that's already in toothpaste, it's not really that necessary.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Which that's probably why that's why this nation is so stupid.
Oh, because it's
sorry.
Fluoride in toothpaste, and then if you're connected to city water, fluoride in your city water.
Yeah.
And then especially if you drink your city water, definitely getting a whole lot.
Yeah. Speaking of stupid, the other visas where Vic Ramaswamy and Elon Musk was fighting about. Hold on, let me look it up. The H-1B visas. That's what it is. It's apparently they're fighting about that.
Why they want it to be more restrictive?
Elon's like, no, we should let more people in. But Vic is like, I don't know. I only paid attention for like a couple weeks and everything. But my stance on this is from another YouTuber named 666Hammer666 and everything. He did a pretty good video on it. Like basically like restrict it and reform the education system here. That's why you can have more people, like more American jobs for Americans instead of, well, migrants. That's my stance on that. But enough about M5. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's definitely things to reform in the immigration system in the United States, but I don't think you need to completely remove H-1B visas like you see many people on the far right talking about. I think it was like Candace Owens or whoever it was who was saying they should completely get rid of H-1B visas, which is ridiculous because H-1B visas is how you get a lot of the innovation in like Silicon Valley from all the people from India. I think those are quite necessary for economic growth.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat there, but I'm just more like, let's just limit it down. That's my thing.
Yeah. Because if you stop the flow of immigration, you're not going to have as much economic growth, and you will see a recession.
Yeah.
I don't think you would want.
Yeah.
Are we in a recession, by the way?
I don't fucking know. Let's just ask the expert bull muscle, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going?
How's it, brothers? How y'all doing?
Doing great.
Hey, what's good, Egg?
Did I hear someone trying to predict a recession in here? Y'all should know better than that. Come on. even the greatest economists in the world can't even get that right twice in a row. All the people who were crying Chicken Little and got 2008 right failed to get it right in 2012 and 2015 and 2018 and 2021. You get it. The sky isn't falling and life isn't so fucking bad.
Yet.
Are you in Hawaii?
Yes.
Yep, it is a lovely 84 degrees outside. I am loving life.
I'm very good at recognizing flags. So
2
I saw
hours
the
ahead
flag.
or 2 hours behind.
That's right. I got the state flag right there, and just hanging slightly below the Old Glory, of course. Let me adjust the lighting in here a bit. The bright Honolulu sun was making the picture a little bit too glared out, so let's fix that.
Yeah, we were talking about the preview of Trump's second administration. Like, we were going over some of the cabinet members and everything.
All right.
Yeah. Cooper liked the pick for Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth. I like the pick for Tulsi Gabbard.
Where'd Gabbard end up going?
Yeah.
No, but what position did Gabbard get?
I believe that she's for DNI, Department of Intelligence.
DNI?
Yeah.
I would not have thought to place her there. Frankly, I think there are better places she could have gone, but I'm glad Tulsi's somewhere in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we are all head scratcher for the Department of Doge, like Doge and the freaking RFK.
Well, I don't like some things about RFK, but I want y'all, okay, and look, take this as advice from fellow jacked dude, right? Go look. I want y'all to go look, okay? And this is speaking from experience here. Go look at RFK doing pull-ups. The dude's in his 70s. He's in great shape. Maybe he knows a thing or two about staying healthy. Do I agree with him on the vax? No, but at the same time, a lot of the bullshit we eat in this country, yeah, maybe
it's really bad.
I don't like the idea of banning it. The correct idea.
100% agree.
When you ban something, we're Americans. We love doing shit that's illegal. All you got to do is say prohibition. What we need to do is tax that shit. Make money off of junk food. The same way we tax the fuck out of cigarettes and then people stop using them.
Indeed.
Soon to be weed.
Nobody's going to fucking die because you're paying $4 for a Little Debbie instead of $2.
But what about the other two guys? Like, what are your thoughts, Tag?
You're talking about Hegseth for defense? Hegseth isn't bad. I'll be honest. I preferred his first-term pick with General Mattis, but Hegseth has pretty good defense chops, and he's unafraid of calling out a lot of the social engineering that has occurred in the United States military in the last 15 years. And this is a topic that is fairly close to my heart. My dad served in the United States Air Force for almost 30 years. And so when you serve that long,
your service.
You can't see me, but I'm saluting too. Sorry.
Much obliged. But, when you serve for that long in any organization, you run into the politics of an organization, be it private, public, or otherwise. And there's plenty of politics played in the military at the top level. And my father saw that firsthand. There is a lot of lowering of standards that has occurred, not just in the name of DEI, although that's part of it, but because our generation, collectively, the generation millennials and now Gen Z, are fucking pathetic. I'm going to put it real fucking bluntly.
Yeah.
Number of
test scores on physical exams.
Physical exams is one thing.
Yeah.
But all these kids claiming I have anxiety, I have depression, and therefore
the mental issues.
Service. It's a lot of it is self-inflicted, and a lot of it is caused by bad parenting.
Exactly.
Yeah, my dad.
I know a little something about that. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, Billy.
You're good. My dad served in the Army during Afghanistan and Iraq.
Oh boy.
My dad served in Desert
Thank you for your service.
No, not Desert Storm. The Iraqi Freedom.
Oh, Iraq 2. I gotcha.
Yeah, the sequel. Fucking shitty sequel to Iraq.
Yeah, the sequel nobody asked for.
Yeah. Thanks, Dick Cheney, for almost getting my dad killed, asshole. Twice.
Cheney's oil war.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about oil. It wasn't.
It
was an even dumber reason than that.
It should have only been Afghanistan. That's it.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, there was a lot of sense into going into Afghanistan, but after Tora Bora, we should have declared war on Pakistan, frankly. Just because Pakistan, what would happen is Al Qaeda would run into their holes, run into Pakistan, wait for the winter to end, get a bunch of new idiot, 18-year-olds with no other social or economic prospects, draft them into the Taliban, draft them into Al Qaeda, and then come back to fight in the summers.
Yeah. Speaking of Al Qaeda, the Justin Trudeau regime has resigned.
It's over. It's over for y'all.
Yes.
I think that
finally.
day was the best days in a very long time in my country.
Yes.
Well, in both DJ and I's country.
Let's let the Canadian talk.
DJ, you want to go first?
Thank the fucking Lord that fucker resigned. Took him long enough.
Absolutely.
God damn.
Pierre for Prime Minister, baby. Pierre
Poilievre.
I've been a fan of him for such a long time. I'm so excited for Pierre. He can't come any sooner. I'm so excited for Pierre. And his deputy leader is actually my member of parliament, Melissa Lanceman. Really, really amazing politician. If anyone wants to see her, really, really good. The quest to replace Trudeau to be prime minister for 2 weeks is currently going on right now, and there are currently different members trying to run for his position. I call it the circus, and the circus is being led by the Circus Carney, Mark Carney, the Bank of Canada, Bank of England, and board chair of many different corporations like the World Economic Forum. What other corporations am I forgetting about? Brookstone, is that one of them? But a very corrupt individual, and he is currently being endorsed by many members of the Liberal Party caucus. A lot of the Trudeau lackeys are endorsing him, which means that he's basically the Trudeau candidate. He's very corrupt, and I hope he doesn't become prime minister. Or I hope he does. It ends up like Michael Ignatieff, who lost in a big landslide to Stephen Harper, I believe it was. But we also have some other candidates. We have one that hasn't officially declared, but you guys might recognize her name, Chrystia Freeland, Trudeau's girlfriend, as I call him.
Wait, what?
Wait, no. You're thinking of Melanie Joly, the mistress.
Well, Jolie is his French girlfriend.
Yeah, the Quebec mistress.
Well, in Canada, you have to have a French girlfriend and an English girlfriend, and no matter what.
We're bilingual.
Hold
Canadians
on.
In the chat.
Bull Muscle has a question.
So let me ask you all this. This is for the Canadians in here. With your upcoming election, what do you perceive to be, right? Because Canada's got several of these, but what do you perceive to be the single most important issue the next PM has to deal with first to mitigate what y'all are claiming to be the failures of Justin Trudeau?
It's our economy. Our economy is so broken, especially that the housing crisis in our country. You guys might think in your country housing costs a lot.
No, the housing in y'all is bad. Like,
you guys know.
Really? You're going to ask me about
Hawaii.
It's really bad,
island, bro. It's bad.
Are you sure about that?
Bro, look at the house prices for Vancouver.
Exactly. In Vancouver, absolutely awful.
Second most expensive place in the fucking world to live.
Yeah,
Hong Kong's number one, right?
Yes, in Hong Kong.
In the top 10. I feel your pain there, brother.
Yeah, I'll probably never be able to own a home at this rate, because most single bedroom apartments to just rent are about I think it's like over $2,000 a month at the absolute minimum. And
just like a studio apartment,
like $2 million seems.
Well,
So
it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm in this house, but this house reads 1970s.
okay, so I've got a follow-up question to that then. So you're going to go ahead and tell me cost of living, in particular cost of housing, is by far and away the biggest issue the next PM has to deal with. So the PM is going to be dealing with this at a federal level, at a national level. So, you know, fixing local issues, in particular Vancouver, that's going to be up to the people in BC and Vancouver to figure out. What should the next prime minister do to help fix the housing crisis in particular? That's my follow-up question. So what do you think they should
do? So what Pierre should do is first make it illegal for anyone that's not a citizen of Canada to buy a house, and also make it that you can't own more than 2 homes. That's my theory behind it. That you can own a house, you can have like a cottage up in cottage country in Ontario if you want.
Can I give you a better alternative that's been proven? So the Spaniards are doing this. There is now a tax. If you want to buy a house and you're a foreign national in Spain, it's like a 100% tax you pay on top of the price. They want to go that route instead of making it outright illegal, because people will find ways to game the immigration system then, and they'll find loopholes around that.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things you can do as well, but I would just not let anyone that's not a citizen buy a house, because it's too expensive to buy a house. We need to make the supply of housing so huge that the price of housing just shoots right down. I know people's pension are going to go down because our economy is so reliant on housing, and it's actually ridiculous, because we should be like Saudi Arabia, we should be an oil empire. We have so much oil. We have more oil than a lot of the Middle Eastern countries. But
in the sands.
On
but the sands,
Alberta.
We're like you guys in Texas.
Oh yeah, me. I'm in the 8.
So the difference here is that the Canadians in general have failed to build enough refineries. Y'all are excellent in terms of oil extraction and production. In some cases, Albertan oil is cheaper than even Permian Basin or Williston Shale in North Dakota. However, all that Canadian tar sand oil gets shipped down to Louisiana and Texas because Canada hasn't built enough refineries to produce or refine the oil they produce.
Yeah, but because Alberta is not allowed to build their own pipelines because they're landlocked, and BC is always controlled by socialists, as I was saying before.
Well, pipelines are no pipelines. It's about refineries.
No, but you got to get the oil towards the ports. Alberta doesn't have a port. You have to ship it to a port, and it would be Vancouver, because why would you ship it out east? And I think only now they're finally finishing up a pipeline to BC, because all the indigenous groups are all blocking it and are doing like full-on protests. And if you guys know David Suzuki is, my aunt is a Green Party member, and she's a huge fan of him.
May God help.
I refer to him as a terrorist because he talks about blowing up pipelines, and he's a mainstreamly known. They talk about him in the schools even. And
Green
he's like,
Party is fucking off their rocker.
Exactly. Have you seen heard of the name Elizabeth May?
I'm a nuclear engineer. You don't need to sell me on the Green Party.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
DJ, what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something about that person.
Yeah, Elizabeth May is like. Okay, you remember that ABBA and Preach video I sent you guys where she literally blew up over someone saying the word fart?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, she had a freak out when I forgot which member of parliament said the word fart. She takes decorum so seriously that she wanted to be expunged from the record in parliament for someone saying the word fart. She also freaked out when someone said, it may have been her, when someone said WTF. I think it may have been Pierre who said it.
It was.
The Green Party is off their rocker, but that's That's a Green Party thing everywhere. Canada's no worse or better than any of the idiots. And for instance, the German Green Party, which is why Germany prematurely shut down all of its nuclear plants and started burning more coal over the last 5 years.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that.
Yep.
Shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have done that. Then you wouldn't have to rely on fucking Russia and the Nord Stream pipeline.
Exactly, which got blown up.
That's
Facts.
ridiculous.
Yeah, you guys have a crazy Green Party there too. You have that idiot Jill Stein.
Jill Stein.
Jesus
Ugh.
Thankfully, the Green Party here is ridiculously small. I mean,
Yeah, it's like
nobody takes the Green Party seriously here.
Well, they support the fucking Libertarian Party.
Well, now hold up. Let's not throw the Libertarians and the Greens in the same realm of stupidity. Now
No.
there's a
yeah,
very
no, they're on different levels. That's
No, ag. I'm referring to last year's election. They outperformed the Libertarians.
Don't remind me. I voted for Chase Oliver.
I
did?
know.
Yeah, I voted for Chase. Are you kidding me? Who the fuck else was I going to vote for? First off, I live in a state where it doesn't matter. This state was going blue no matter what I did. The previous state I lived in was South Carolina, which was going to go red no matter what I did.
yeah.
So it's not like I was in a swing state. And neither Kamala Harris nor Donald Trump have any sense of fiscal responsibility. So I'll vote for the Libertarian. Viva la libertad, carajo.
Oh,
I know.
you sound like Javier Milei. I love that
Most
guy.
base man in politics right now,
Hell
boy.
yeah, baby.
Actually, how is it in Argentina at the moment? Are they
It's
getting
still
better now?
horrible, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of terrorism, and I will make Cooper go last for this one because he has a full rant ready. We have a fragile ceasefire in Gaza.
Aw, my Lockheed Martin stocks are going to go down. No, I don't actually mean that.
My thoughts on this one, I feel like it's going to restart the whole fucking quagmire again. And unfortunately,
This is going to be what happens from here is on Israel's head. And here's what I mean by that. Israel has to win the peace. Okay. And this is actually one where I will credit the Biden administration on, because I thought their plan a couple of years ago was a decent one, where richer Arab countries, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman, were willing to put up money to actually create economic engines and generators to create a real Palestinian economy. So that way, young 18-year-old people in Gaza and the West Bank have other economic opportunities than join Hamas. You have to give them a better economic option than join a terrorist group.
yeah, but my thing, well, Cooper's gonna get his headphones and everything. Alex, do you have any thoughts?
On the ceasefire?
Yeah.
Actually,
just
how long would it take to rebuild Gaza?
probably like
How long did
100
it take?
years.
No, how long did it take to rebuild Berlin in 1945?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That took like the might of the U.S. military economy.
Yes, okay. I will argue the economies of the UAE plus Oman plus Bahrain plus Qatar plus Saudi Arabia plus Israel put together in 2025 is probably just as robust as the United States in 1946.
Yes, but here's the thing. I'm hoping that those Gulf nations recognize Israel. Mainly just a giant middle finger to Iran.
I mean, the UAE and Qatar already do, I believe.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Saudi Arabia was going to do it, but then Hamas attacked Israel because Iran was scared that Saudi Arabia was going to be recognizing Israel, because the reason why is because they don't want Iran to be a nuclear power.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about Iran becoming a nuclear power. I can't say anything more than that, but there are reasons they haven't already.
Yes.
Good old Stuxnet. God bless the NSA.
Exactly. You got that one right.
Do you want to make your rant possible?
You want me to speak now? I was going to let you guys speak. I want to see all my hostages come home. That's why I'm wearing my hostage necklace.
Actually, any word on that?
And
How many people they still need to find?
So this deal is so lopsided. Imagine exchanging 30 cold-blooded, hardened terrorists for one hostage, and there's probably about 40 hostages that are for sure alive. I would probably think that the other 60 are probably dead. That's just my guess. So do 40 times 30, and that's your number of how many terrorists are going to be released into. Hopefully, hasn't been released yet to Turkey or Qatar, because I don't want them to be anywhere near Judea and Samaria, which is known as that's what it's known as. That's what people call what Jews and Israelis, what we call the West Bank. Don't call it the West Bank, Judea and Samaria. But all those terrorists, I hope that they aren't released back into Gaza, Judea and Samaria, because that's how you get more suicide bombings, more terrorism. I want them to go to Turkey, Qatar, and go enjoy. And when my friend from Hawaii was saying about that Israel has a peace agreement with Qatar, no, they do not. Qatar, it literally is where Hamas is housed. Qatar
Aren't they like a neutral
I
place?
thought it was one of them rich Gulf countries.
They claim to be neutral, but they are probably the furthest thing from neutral.
Interesting.
Qatar is they try to play both sides, but they're really just a cutout for Iran. I wouldn't trust a word that they say.
That's a pity.
Yeah, but I feel like it's more like if you release them in those areas, you more have to like rehabilitate them to utter life, like instead of bringing them back to Gaza and the West Bank, more like that. Anyways, it's time for a new segment that I like to call the Political Clown of the Month. Working title. Well, it's imminent.
Man, we're only halfway through this month, though.
I gotta run. I got a weightlifting session to get to, so y'all take care.
Nice chilling with you, Egg.
Why don't we, before he leaves, get his Clown of the Month?
Shouldn't
we all give a nominee?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you.
Well, Clown of 2024.
Oh, of the whole year? Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's hard not to put Trudeau there, to be honest with you.
All right, Justin.
God damn it! There goes my choice.
I mean,
that was gonna be mine for 2024.
It kind of seems like the blindingly obvious answer here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I do have one. I got one.
All right.
I'm out. Shoots, fellas.
See ya.
Later, Egg.
Enjoy your lift session.
Alrighty, Alex.
Any political leader around the world, right?
Well, any political icon.
Okay. The guy from South Korea.
The one that acted martial law. That's a good one.
Yeah, that one. That's a good choice.
That was more or less like the biggest. What the fuck are you doing?
It was a desperation heave.
Yes, he was trying to make Squid Game possible.
About to be like, I played this game before, bro.
Yep, we played this game before. Back during the Korean War, damn it.
But yeah, that's my pick for last year.
Yeah, DJ, do you have a pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Justin Trudeau as not only the clown of 2024, but the Pendejo of the Decade award winner.
And the decade haven't even ended yet.
Nah, he's been there for what? How long?
9
he's been
years. 9 fucking years. That fucker has ruined this country. And if I may have a minute, gentlemen, anyone watching thank you. Anyone watching this and screaming, "Oh, Trump's bad," yeah, no, you're never gonna convince me he's worse than Justin Trudeau. Trudeau is 10 times worse than him. At least you know what you're getting out of Trump.
Well, at least all the shit from Trump's first term, some of it was manufacturedly drama. But that's besides the point. Cooper.
So I'm actually going to give you one for 2024, and I'm going to give you a 2025. So I'm giving you a 2-for-1 deal.
Alrighty, man. Let's
Your
hear it.
2024 winner is the entire Queers for Palestine movement.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I laugh my ass off.
Same here.
Literally give them 1 minute in Gaza, and they're going right up to a rooftop, and boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
I made a joke with my brother-in-law saying like the Queers for Palestine. That's basically like saying Jews for Nazis.
Yeah,
or as I like to say, chickens for KFC.
There you go. Or no, chickens for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
and that was actually a joke that BB actually said on the floor of the United States House.
Yeah,
during his address. But my 2025 pick is actually a brand new one that I actually mentioned a little bit earlier. Mark Carney, the Carnival Carney.
Carbon tax Carney.
Carbon tax.
Wait, he's serious about carbon tax? Like for real?
Yeah,
they got it.
The other issue I didn't mention when our weightlifting friend was in here was that the other issue that I hope Pierre deals with is getting rid of the carbon tax. The carbon tax it's literally doubling the cost of gasoline. And I know in BC, gas is so much higher. It might be $2.
Oh yeah, it is.
Because I know here it stays around $1.50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a 2-for-1 for the same year. The first one is Twitch.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Twitch.
There was a certain panel going down.
You're talking about Hassan Piker.
Oh,
Hamas Piker?
Piker? Jenks?
Yeah, Jenks and your nephew?
Yeah.
Oh, where's DJ?
Oh, he probably...
Western break?
Yeah, break or something like that. But that guy's fucking talentless as shit. Like, he's a walking idiot. Yeah, most of the time. Just like, doesn't know what he's doing, and he acts like, oh, I'm not afraid of Destiny debating, and yet continuously ducking him. Like, this is why there's a YouTuber out there called Willie Mac Show. He did a bunch of great videos on him, covering his fucking, how should I say this in the nicest way possible? His idiotic, retarded, genocide-denying bitch ass, because, well, his uncle did deny the Armenian genocide, so he also shares the same sentiment of that. Because, I will say this, if you can't recognize your own genocide, then don't preach who commits genocide, no matter what.
Very good point.
And the second pick is the DNC.
Oh.
For that,
man, that campaign.
Yeah, you give that trophy right to Jamie Harrison.
Yep. Anyways, do you guys want to shut? Well, that will be it for the Purple Podcast Eaters. We will be back on February.
Okay, next month.
There is one more clown I should mention, and it's actually someone else that's running in the Liberal Party leadership race.
Honorable mention.
His name is Chandra Arya. He is he's an MP. He's a Liberal backbenching MP. So imagine like someone who never speaks on the House floor in the United States. He has a very wide array of policies. Like he wants to support a Palestinian state. That's one of them. Abolish the monarchy. That's one I'll agree with them. He opposes DEI. That's not going to go out in liberal circles because they love DEI. He also doesn't speak French, which isn't going to go well in liberal party circles because they love French.
Well,
he's not bilingual.
And also, he only came to Canada after the year 2000. Hasn't even been here for like 25 years.
And they let him run?
Yeah. for some reason, he and he literally said on CBC, our national propaganda network, as I call them, he said, I don't need to speak French. We imagine that in the Indian accent. I don't need to speak French. The French will still like me, or the French are Canadians.
Well, nobody wants to speak French because French is disgusting. Anyways.
Yeah, like imagine hardcore Reform Party, like nuts. That's who he is. Like was it Mike Buchanan who destroyed their party, or what was the name of that guy? Buchanan, what was it?
Pat Buchanan?
Yeah, Pat Buchanan. That's the guy's name. He's like a left-wing version of him. He's probably, if he wins, which he won't, he'll probably end up blowing up the whole party.
Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us. For Cooper, Alex the Astro, Bull Muscle, and DJ Malone. This has been the Purple Podcast Eater. Hopefully, we could get Jocelyn Freeman back some other time.
In February.
February, yes. Hopefully not in a maid dress as close as possible. But that's besides the point. Right? God bless. Stay safe out there and don't get captured.